get into the draft for our fourth matchup right here. And this time around, GEEK Fam is on the blue side. So they will be taking first pick. Wait, GEEK Fam was on the blue side last game as well, right?
Yeah. Of course, seems like researchers have the priority to actually decide this sort of matchup. Sometimes it's being decided by a coin flip as well. So they can actually choose whether if GEEK Fam wants to retain or not.
You know, I was just thinking about GEEK Fam taking red side. It's going to give him the advantage of winning this game. But now that they're on the blue side again, it sort of disrupts my mindset. Because now they're forced to take first pick again. What do they want to pick for themselves? Okay, this time around, they respect the Farsa. They respect the Farsa. They don't want to deal with the Feather Strike. You guys know the damage is crazy. The stun is crazy. What do they want to ban? Do they want to ban the Atlas? Okay, Selena's left open.
Oh my goodness, I'm just watching you grow up after these passes. You're calling out picks and bans. I'm probably going to lose my job, but at least it was to you.
I still need you guys. I need you guys to help me out here. I'm just copying from what you guys have taught me.
It feels so good, but okay, let's get back into the draft here. Resurgence, they have to make a couple of decisions because this last ban is going to determine whether or not they're going to go into a Farsa comp or not, and they have to be very afraid of what GEEK Fam is actually going to pull out here because now that they don't have Farsa, what do they do? What do they have to worry about? And Resurgence, they answer with, hey, we're going to get rid of Claude. So now Feeks has to play something a little bit more dangerous. Like, Carrie has more power, except she isn't as safely mobile as the Claude. The Granger, there is a lot of counterplay to him now that they've nerfed his Death Sonata, making him vulnerable when he actually is trying to roll away and use his shots. GEEK Fam here, maybe gonna get the Kufra again this time around, but instead they actually go for the Uranus to shut down Resurgence.
No, but Selena's left all out in the open.
Well,
oh my God, Faraz, you make me so proud, dude.
Kaja's left out in the open, guys.
They're not going for that. So GEEK Fam actually have pretty much a lot of space to actually take this one. But why exactly did they actually get the Kufra first? Because, like you said, they could have gone for the Selena. They could have gone for that Kaya, but no, they are hoping for something else, and this is going to be pretty much a big switch as we're looking at members of Resurgence getting that Granger instead of what they went for early on.
Yes.
But, well, seems like they are actually clapping their hands right there, so maybe they have something set up. Oh, okay.
Why is he clapping? Wait, did he
Because they know they guaranteed the Kaja. Yes, they did. They expected everything. They expected GEEK Fam to lock in a marksman. The question was whether they were going to take Selena or Kaja there, and Resurgence very prepared for this. And GEEK Fam, you can say the exact same thing. They understand, okay, we have to choose one of these two options because there's no way we're going to get both. And now coming into the second half, they literally have the exact same comps as of right now. Resurgence could deviate to a 1-3-1 here. So I'm expecting GEEK Fam to start banning out the fighters. Falmos, Cho, one or the other. They could pick up the Cho for themselves, but it's most likely that they're going to ban out the Falmos. Possibly the Guinevere.
Mr. Experts, if you were GEEK Fam, would you have Kaja and Selena as your picks? Because they could have done both. Would you do that?
Very risky. It is doable, but of course, what are you gonna back it up with is gonna be the question. You might risk a lot of all your better marksmen on the table to be eliminated, but we're looking at GEEK Fam very much pressurized. Like, they look very concerned. They are taking out that Gushing out of this matchup. So this is gonna give Santa his Tamus.
I don't think GEEK Fam should have banned out the Gushing. I think they should have either gotten rid of the Sylvana or maybe considered getting rid of another side laner like the Thamos instead. Because giving Gushing over to Resurgence at this point means nothing. Doesn't really mean too much. It just means that your supports are gonna have a little bit of trouble. But GEEK Fam actually taking a page out of RRQ's book itself from MPL Indonesia, locks in the Mincetar as a means to say, hey, we don't want Rondo, we don't want Tyrant's Rage, we don't want people to actually get out when they commit to a fight, because that King's Glory is going to lock them in, tell them, hey, no more movement abilities, no more flicker battle spells, we don't even care anymore.
And
But
this is going to be
I have
really
a-
huge.
Guys, I have a question for you guys. The magic damage, is that enough on the side of Geek Fam?
It's a hyper carry based meta, so the magic damage is kind of supplementary to how much damage that Feeks can pump out with that carry.
Well,
Right.
now we've already got the sort of the composition being locked in from both sides, of course. I do think that the magic damage is okay. Not too high, not too low, but of course the pickup potential is really high coming from Geek Fam. But this could be potentially our last game of the evening. Can Resurgence clinch the trophy right here? Or will Geek Fam actually make the comeback, learning from the Indonesian meta with that Bin Sitar being brought in?
I want a game
Yeah.
5, boys. What about you guys?
Honestly, at this point, I'm so committed to this grand finals that I have to say yes. I do want to see all 5 games here, and it's going to be a tough game because Resurgence, their composition is high risk, high reward. With sorry, not high risk, high reward, but a lot safer in comparison to Geek Fam, who is high risk, high reward with the Minsitar, with Dominus on the Selena. They're looking to pick apart RSG in smaller skirmishes.
Now we are seeing, of course, a lot of all these sort of possibilities out there for both teams. Geek Fam now playing a little bit safer inside one territory, not wanting to be clipped off once again on their red side. While over on towards the side of Resurgence, we are already seeing them, of course, taking their own buff, but they are going to be giving this one away, so they know how to actually trade it in the opposite section here. So great movements coming in from Resurgence.
Yep, really good movements. It looks like they basically have the exact same compositions. They're both playing 1-3-1. The only difference is that Geek Fam has better pick potential, while Resurgence has better team fight potential overall. Oh, Abyssal Arrow landing onto KZP. This is huge. He gets hooked backwards. He's forced to flicker out super early, and Dominus misses by inches with that flame shot that would have killed KZP. Nicely played from Resurgence, managing to defend against a potential pick. Oh no, Jason jumps right onto Feeks here after the Abyssal Arrow from Dominus landing onto Sync. And again, it's going to be a battle for the mid lane here for both Geek Fam and RSG, as both of them are playing a 1-3-1 composition.
Yeah, and over on towards this sort of composition, we are already seeing pretty much similar patterns coming out from both sides, of course, but Arts, of course, struggling to actually secure the revert crab. He will possibly have to give this away for Resurgence, having 3 men up top. So this is going to be a little bit more of those sort of the camping by the corners of the river, as we are looking at Jason taking a little bit of that shot.
Yep, he just has to kind of hold his ground for now, and you can see that this is a very slow game for either side because they can't afford to make mistakes here. Resurgence playing passive because that's what their comp is designed to do. They want to play a little bit more passive. They want to wait for the mistakes from Geek Fam before they collapse. And KZP, he's already there. He gets sucked on in by a big play, and Jason coming in with a flicker and the Tyrant's Rage to push them all back to disengage the team. But LY4 still alive with a little bit of life. The crescendo, using the Rondo to get on out of there, but the Rhapsody just eliminates Arts with that final hit of crit. Sync trading 1 for 1, both sides. Look at that gold graph. It is absolutely even.
Yeah, now, of course, both sides hoping to actually separate themselves apart with this sort of eternal goal that's pretty much going to be doing a lot of difference. With Zor just guarding by the corners here, Jason might not be able to actually move right in. But there's going to be a big stun over the side of Jason as the bouncing ball actually connects. But oh my! Resurgence actually steals the turtle away, and they will be able to actually also find Arts at the same time. But here comes Zaki though. They're diving in to actually catch Jason. Jason bouncing off, and Becky goes down as well. Sing now tries to actually turn back, and it will be Dominus there. Brian dancing across, and Santa arrives. Double kill. 4 kills in the back already for Resurgence, but 3 in the back for this fight.
Oh my goodness, this game is getting difficult because now RSG have actually capitalized on Geek Fam's mistake. Geek Fam, they've got to stick to their game plan of waiting to counter-engage Resurgence. If not, Zorn is going to be less effective trying to be aggressive with the King's Glory, because Resurgence could say, oh, you dropped down the King's Glory? Sure, we could sacrifice potentially one member, disengage, and then re-engage into the fight, because they have some really good engagement options to begin with. So Geek Fam need to stick to their game plan and stick to what their composition is good at. If not, it's just going to be going downhill for the side of Geek Fam.
Yeah, and of course, we're already looking at Geek Fam here, trying to actually do something a little bit more different, where they're splitting a couple of all these members all across the map, but Vix is actually getting chased down there by Jason, and oh my, over the top side though, big sort of shots coming out from Sync as well as LY4 as they were looking to secure that double kill, and that might just actually be a triple. Here comes the flicker, SKCP got the kill as well. Now Resurgence opens up the top side and Geek Fam slowly faltering apart.
Exact same mistake being made. Geek Fam not sticking to their game plan here. They're getting a little too agitated, and Resurgence slowly getting into their head. They just have to keep waiting out these fights time and time again. Make Geek Fam flinch, because the moment they flinch, Resurgence will grab them by the ankles and pull them under the water.
Yeah. Now, of course, Geek Fam now being a little bit more careful on their decisions. They don't seem to want to challenge this one, but oh, great attempt with the missile arrow. But this will still be Resurgence actually taking the sort of the extra goal in the bag. Now, Zorvecki all alone though, and Jason hoping to actually connect a little bit of that sort of catch. Things are actually looking so well for Resurgence to actually take the title. If they can keep up with this sort of pressure, they need to actually exert a little bit more force. But of course, one step at a time, Zorn's still trying to actually make sure that he keeps the tradition alive. But as for now, I'm really looking towards both sides here. Like, LY4 already so far ahead. Usually when he's this ahead, it's very hard for them to actually drop the ball. But Vix still needs a little bit more. He doesn't seem to have enough farm to get him going.
Yeah, and not to mention that this is a pretty bad matchup for Feeks as well, because oh no, King's Glory's already been put up. Looks like Zorn is going to be the first to fall. A very big utility ultimate being used, and now they want to pick up Zorvecki with a Divine Justice as well. RSG going in half. They come in with a really big ultimate and turnaround here, as the rest of Geek Fam losing 3 members. This is just pure profit from the side of Resurgence.
And now, of course, RSG, every single fight, they seem to be winning it all, and now they are taking 2 turns in a row right towards the mid lane. And what can Geek Fam do? They are just going to be clearing this one off, and Resurgence actually plays it off very, very safely. Instead of like taking that mid lane tower, which they could have actually secured, they choose to actually back away, go in for that reset. They know they actually need to get themselves 100% focus to get that next sort of objective. Oh, perfect counter switch! Hits onwards too, so they are the first one to fall, and now Becky coming from the back as well, and they are looking to actually take down LY4, but he still survives! How in the world does he survive? And finally the shutdown in the hands of Zorvecki, but the fight is not over yet, and for now they call it a little bit of that sort of a truce, but our Resurgence have already gotten 3 kills out of that, and they can't open up the bot side.
Geek Fam, you can't keep doing this. Oh, Sync actually landing on the the Imperial Justice up top of Zorvecki. Zorvecki using his ultimate to try and get out, but once again, he gets hit by the stun from Sync. An easy follow-up for the side of Resurgence, and now they are a very clear 5k ahead. But remember that Geek Fam, right? These guys aren't the kind to back down from a fight. They will wait, they will calculate the odds until they can completely team wipe Resurgence, and that 5k difference is not going to mean anything. So Resurgence needs to slowly play this game and look for more advantages until they have a 10k to safely say, yes, I will end this for them.
And of course now they're just bleeding all over the place, and GEEK Fam doesn't seem to have an answer to actually respond, and RSG is actually playing so smartly. Like, they are just looking to actually punish them again and again. And right now, they can definitely toy around if they want to, but unless if they make a really big mistake diving in towards the base, then I think GEEK Fam might actually get a little bit more of that chance to actually come back up. But here it comes. KCP tries to go in with a Divine Judgment. Will catch over Zorn. He flickers away, still being left alive. And there goes Reveki trying to actually shove things off. And Jason Cole getting pushed back as well, holding off that sort of wave, hoping that Sync would not push right in. But Santa still trying to actually keep the rest of the GEEK Fam members at bay.
And this is what I was talking about. This was the game plan that GEEK Fam should have done since since the beginning of the game. They pull Sync backwards with the sword, with the spear and shield there from Zorn, doing a really nice job. However, there's not a lot of follow-up he can really do now that the King's Glory has already been put, and Dominus just so happened to throw his Abyssal Arrow out. So unfortunately for GEEK Fam, Sync is going to walk away scot-free, and it's Resurgence time to shine. They've already gotten 8k differential of gold. It's not looking very good here, but let's keep faith. GEEK Fam fans, you need to give your energy to GEEK Fam right now because they are on the cusp of defeat, and now they get another pick off from the side of Resurgence. They need it now more than ever as Zoraveki, he's already used the concentration to get out of there. He's taking quite a bit. Death Sonata doesn't land from LY4. That last hit would have ended Zoraveki while he was running back into the lane, but this game has not ended just yet. Jason with a very aggressive engagement catches off Arts, who was playing with fire, and when you do, especially with RSG, you get burned.
Now RSG looking to secure the mid side as well. Great Abyssal Arrow, but can they actually engage? No is the answer. Well, Becky will have to actually give way towards the members of RSG, but this is going to be the last inhibitor that's still pretty much left over the top side. Oh, perfect shot coming in from the side of LY4 as they will open up top. Now, there's only a few more things to do. Resurgence might just actually look out to get that Lord.
Yeah, and now at this point in time, remember, the game plan has changed because there's a significant goal lead onto Resurgence's side. Oh, they get an initial pickup with a follow-up from Sync. He purifies on out of there, and the Imperial Justice comes on down. Sync, the first to fall. He's going to come up with his resurrection from the immortality as the rest of the team looks to engage here. This is so big as Jason has taken advantage of GEEK Fam. This is their moment. This is their time to secure themselves as the best in Malaysia and Singapore. Resurgence are knocking on space to get the next catch. It is settled here and now. Resurgence are your new champions for the MPL-MY.